Okay, welcome back to Anno 1800. Good old Ditchwater, once again. Last time, we got ourselves kind of established, got some industry started, although we're still not making any money. But we have the baseline to start to do so. Well, that's not good. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. If it's not going to access a warehouse, it's not going to work. Like so. And build just a little dirt road right there. Perfect. Okay. Now, talking about our city. Obviously, last time we did get a decent supply of population who is more or less well provided for. I will give him his sales in just a moment. We're making a decent chunk of wood. I have 2 stockpiles for it. 2 sawmills, 2 lumber yards. Also have a decent amount of farmland. I do think eventually I will want to move my farmland out. Either somewhere else or, I don't know, maybe over here when we have access to it, although that is a slope. Okay, so talking about our money situation, negative 165. That's not great. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to give him his sales to get him off of my island.
Nothing you do will lift the cloud.
Yeah, okay. Now, looking at our dockyard, we have our inventory. It's a complete list of everything that we currently produce and otherwise.
Haven't seen a prison transport of mine, have you? If you do, be sure to return any salvage to me.
Now he just wants a favor from us. Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay. So it shows you everything that you have available, including if you're currently producing it or losing it. In this case, we're gaining plus 10 wood a tick, whatever that means, and we're losing 1 clay. So we're actually behind, and I'll kind of go over a menu for that in just a moment. But what you can do in this screen is you'll also look like when we hit A on wood, for example. We don't have any, we're not producing any, but it opens up this menu. It allows you to either buy and sell, or just buy. And I like this menu because it allows you to say, I want to sell wood whenever I have more than 10. And as long as it's set to that, that will allow the NPC, in this case Mr. Ambassador over here, to send a ship, looks like he might be already doing so, to stop by my trading post and buy whatever he wants, as long as we are setting it to sell. I'm going to go through and do this for all of these. I think for wood, we'll just do 50. I want to keep a stockpile of that. I'm going to set it to say 30. 20. Let's do 20 of each. And what this means, again, is if we happen to have a stockpile of more than 20, then we will sell it. And that'll start making us a little bit of money. Not a lot. As you can see, a piece of wood only sells for 2. Timber for 4. Fish for 16, and so on. So it's not a lot, but it is a small chunk of money every time the trader comes through. Which, as long as we're running a deficit, that is something we desperately need. So I'm just gonna go through these. As long as I have more, we will sell. For bricks, since we use it for construction, let's bump this up to 50. Oh my goodness. Just so I never have to worry about stockpile, but it's like if I have more than 50, I'm never going to use that. There we are. Good old pigs. And this will allow us to keep a small stockpile in reserves just to last us in case we start to run a negative and I don't notice. It's the only reason I'm setting it to 1T for each of these. As you can see, we are currently making... Oh, that was already at 20. What am I doing? We are currently producing a good chunk, but there's another menu that you can look at, and I will be looking at that in just a moment, because we need to start looking at getting our economy in order. Okay. Now, for the money situation, because we are currently running a negative, each house makes you a bit of money. In this case, we're making 10 coins off of the happy farmers, and we're making 30 coins off of the content workers. So for every happy farmer, it's 10, and for every content worker, it's 30. I believe that doubles if you're able to make them super happy. I'm not sure exactly to what extent, but I know it does increase. Happiness, if you press Y on the controller, you go to statistics. You can go to population, and this is a menu I like to look at a lot. Sort by happiness. There we are. We can see that this worker group is at plus 11. And you can click on that and look at that. So we see he is wanting a church, in which case we are working on a church. We need 25 brick to do so. If I'm able to up the happiness, not only will it increase population, but it will also pay me more money. Obviously, the more money they're paying me, the better. The next thing that we can look at is also in statistics. Obviously, we have the finance page where it'll show us the actual breakdown. You know, how much are you sucking? Then you also have production, and I also really enjoy the production page. Green is product you're producing. Blue is demand. In this case, for pig farm, we are matching the production with the demand. For sausage, we're actually producing quite a bit more than we need. And of course, you can also see the percentage of how efficient the farms are doing. In this case, we have one at 99%. So I like to look through and just kind of, you know, check on this every now and again, just to make sure that we are producing as much, if not more, than we actually need. Now, you want to be careful, because the more buildings you have, the more expensive it gets. So you want to make sure that, you know, you're making a decent enough product from your people to make it worth it, I guess is the thing. So in this case, if we look at our production screen again real quick, and then we'll get back to the actual game. I notice fish is not doing so hot, but we're actually doing okay. So I think that's just because we're selling it for a profit. There it is. So he is walking away with whatever he bought from us, and we made a small amount of coins because of it. A decent way to make a little bit of money is just to constantly have extra produce, but that's not the best. Another way of trade is to look at the actual ship, and of these three buttons, one at the top is to open the trade route menu, and this will allow you to see the NPCs. In this case, we have no trade rights with our uncle, but we do have trade rights with the ambassador. And if you're looking, he is offering wood, steel, brick, and something I'm not familiar with. And he wants, I believe that's ore, and he'll take as much as he can get. We are not producing that right now, but that is worth noting, because they will sell, or buy more of that produce for more value than you could normally sell it for. Now for the trade route, and this is admittedly something I don't like to do so much, so you just, you know, click on that trade route, and then I could pick, if we had a trade route, I could tell him to go back and forth, like to here, and then here, and then here, or just here in this case. So you select that, I believe you set the back and forth point, there it is. You can even adjust this, like so. if you wanted to. And then right bumper, select the goods. Now in this case, you would hit load good if you want to sell something. Say I want to sell timber, right? So you have the timber there. You can hit edit to select how much you want to do. And then you always need to unload somewhere, otherwise it's not going to work. It's a decent way to make a little bit of money. It guarantees that you're going to be selling something, so I think it's good if you have an excess of something else. Like in this case, if I had way too much timber and didn't know what to do with it, right? I could get away with that. Oops, wait, nope, stop that. I want my timber. For me, one, I don't necessarily have that surplus, except for timber, of course. But, I don't know. For me, it's a little too much micromanaging. I don't really prefer to micromanage if I can get away with it. So I prefer just to set what I want to sell at my storehouse and let the AI run with it. Now, we are almost at enough brick to buy that church. And then we are also going to speed it up a little bit just to get things moving. We are also doing well on just about everything. I don't think I saw anything that we were falling behind on. Maybe wool or snaps. We'll see. Oh, the other screen I want to quickly go over is population. One thing I only picked up on recently, in addition to, of course, the happiness, you can also see the actual housing here. So in this case, if we need more workers or farmers, I would have to build more farmhouses because we have a maximum of 360, and we're currently at 359 farmers. Same thing for workers. So it's a good thing to keep an eye on if you know you're going to need more of something. Now, let's look at our quests. We're still waiting for him to contact us about the dead. So, use a ship to rescue a group of castaways. And where would that be? Jump to? Ah, somewhere over here. Oh, I see them. Okay. I guess I can send a ship over. That's no big deal. Right there. Off. Oh, no, actually, let's put this here because I can't select them yet. And while he's traveling, let's look at our buildings real quick. Oop. We have a fire. With reach. Not well. Let's actually build another firehouse. Maybe right here. It does take time to train, but hopefully this one will be enough. Create an action. They're already well on their way. So that should be alright. New island has been discovered. Ah, there's an island up here as well. Looks like some extra clay. So this is a good thing. I might be able to claim this later. Looks like our fire's put out. Almost. It's almost put out. Oh no, it's spread. Never mind, I couldn't see it because of that pop-up. Let's go ahead and mobilize another fire brigade. Try and get this under control. Last thing I want is for my marketplace to burn down. Okay, and then I can build the church, so let's take care of that. There we are. Okay. And now if we look, their happiness is up. It's not going to be full because we don't have beer, but if we did have beer, we would see the income increase. Looks like we did unlock a harbor as well. That may come in handy. I also have to remember the trade union. Where did I put it? Let's see. Affects all clay, and then we also have this guy for effects framework knitters and sheep farm. Oh, sheep farm, huh? I have a few of those, or at least one of those. Anyway, we should be all right. I haven't increased population at all. Let's pick you up.
also then save us from a grievous injustice. Edward's charges against us are pure fabrication. The man is an imposter.
Man is an imposter.
A letter.
That literally?
It bears Edvard's seal.
Don't even think about sheltering Samuel's co-conspirators. Deliver them to prison at once, and I might lift your debt.
Open the letter. He's clearly up to no good.
However much we despise Uncle Edvard, it's criminal to go opening his private correspondence.
Okay. Oh, it looks like we have trade rights with him as well. That's that little green thing there. Also has a quest available for us. Diplomacy. So quests for NPCs are pretty good, although in this case I think it's just the useful people seem to land in his cells, bail them out, and they'll gladly join our company. Good to know. Okay.
Don't tell me I've missed another appointment.
No, you're good, dude. I was just checking you out. But before I do any of that, let's make sure our fire is put out. Looks like it is. Now, we are still losing money, regretfully. So I think it might be a good idea to actually increase how much we're producing. The problem is, again, the more you increase it, the more, I mean, you can kind of see the expenses. We're making money from the distillery, but we're losing money on the wool, which I guess it balances out because we're making money from the work clothes. Okay, let's look at that actually. I'm just gonna take a moment. I am going to make it so that we're running a surplus of everything if I can help it. So let's start with the wood. Where was that? Let's build a forestry here. I'll take care of that. Yes, there it is. You can also hit X on the Xbox controller, and that'll show you the max potential. So like in this case, we're capping out at 8 timber, or 8 wood consumed, versus 12 wood being produced. So like for food, we have 2 and 2. If I want to make a surplus of that, I'm gonna build another fishery. I'll take care of that. Potato farms, we could easily build another one of those just to keep things moving. I will build it here. We're slowly running out of space on this side of the mountain now. There's the potato farm. Wait, what was that? Nothing, okay. Okay, so now with what we're building, we obviously need more people, which means we're gonna need more goods to take care of them. So we need farmers. Let's build ourselves some farmhouses. Let's build 3 for now. That should take care of that.
Never rains in a dry
Let's make sure that they're getting what they need. We can build more naps production. Naps are actually a great thing to have in abundance because you make more money off of it. Ooh, I can sneak it right in there. Perfect. Let's just build a little road to kind of fill that gap. I mean, again, if we look at what it's selling for, if we look at what it's selling for, it's 20 a piece right now. That's not bad. That's one of the most lucrative things that we can sell. Sausage is selling for 38. Bread is selling for 84, so we definitely want a surplus of bread. That would be fantastic. So we can make more money off of that. Okay, so we saw we need more houses. Going to kind of up my gain a little bit so that I can not be losing quite so much money. Actually need a few more houses, that's fine. There we are. Now you see, as people move in, we're actually starting to lower our deficit. That's because each new person that comes
Whatever
in
you do,
is
Master, keep
getting us
doing
more
it.
money. Okay, so that should account for that deficit. Back over to production. It's an endless cycle, though. The more people you have, the more you need to produce. Although what you produce also increases how much money you make versus the irregular things like potatoes. In this case, we're losing money by having the potatoes. But those turn directly into snaps, which is fantastic. So sometimes it can be better just to keep your people happy than having a surplus of goods. Although targeting the more expensive ones, again like sausage, can be beneficial. Okay, so let's look at our mission again. Open sealed document on your ship, or bring Edvard's political prisoners to Eli Bleakworth. Well, if it's good for our uncle, I'd say it's bad for us. So let's open that letter. It's on my ship. Oh, I guess. Let's actually look at these. You rescued your uncle's prisoners as they were being transported to Eli Bleakworth's prison, but they claim that Edvard has forged the charges against them. How do you say his name? Airhunt? Has found some sealed documents amidst the wreckage that may prove this if you dare open them, and I think I do. That's done. Or we also have this one, which is to turn them into the prison. So we are going to open it. Where is my ship? There's the letter. Examine. Dear Governor Bleakworth, more of the traitor Samuel's conspirators. Crimes and sentences as follows. Ernest Sterling, use of foul language, 16 years with hard labor. Imagine earning 16 years for having foul language. Transportation to the Antipodes, impersonation. Life imprisonment for writing a threatening letter. And life imprisonment for character assassination. The judge saw very well my view that any lack of proof that they conspired with the traitor was, in itself, evidence that they're hiding something. All things considered, his verdict could have been far worse. While I am under no obligation to explain such details, I thought that as a fellow dispenser of justice, the facts of the case may be of interest to you.
It cannot be. These names are those father trusted most. Barristers, doctors, academics.
That's what you're most shocked about?
Even I am astonished he could be this corrupt. We must put their cases before the highest authority and hope for a retrial.
He certainly knows how to silence his critics.
Okay, so we're not bringing them to the bring them to Sir Archibald Blake instead. That sounds like something I would want to do. Off you go. Okay, so we are still losing money, unfortunately. How is our happiness currently? Sadly, our happiness is actually doing well. Oh, except for you. What's wrong with you? You need a pub. You need some drink. We can arrange that. I should probably reorganize my streets a little bit. Okay, but that'll keep you happy. That'll keep my people happy.
What is it you are bringing? Did he really? Oh dear. Best leave these poor people with me. I will tell Edvard that the debt between you is quite settled.
Excellent.
That was none of your business. And what right has the Crown to meddle in my accounts? What right?
All right. So that worked out for us.
Quite moved by your selfless actions. Your father would be proud.
I am so relieved our legitimacy is no longer in question.
Me too.
Hurry! I already smell the tar. See, the masts are swaying from Father's study.
Okay, so now it wants us to build a shipyard. I do wish we were in a better money situation, although that does open the door for another means of making money. There's also a quest over here.
I hereby sentence you to not very hard labor.
For nearly $5,000, I will take it.
You're getting off lightly.
Pick up Flotsam, huh? There's one right there. Where's our ship? Where did our ship go? Yeah, you go pick that up, because he's not able to do it. Okay. So looking at our quests now to build a shipyard. This actually opens up another way of making money. And let's go to shipyard. Let's build it right along the shore, like so.
Our city's historic first shipyard. We must document this moment in our first edition.
And now to take a photograph. Oops. Hitting all the buttons. Let's see. Quest details.
To meet our patron is
Okay.
utterly...
Take photo. Perfect. Let's get it nice and lined up. Candid shot of the city. Beautiful.
A perfect snapshot to illustrate history in the making.
Yeah. Ooh, chapter 2 as well. Sign of fire. Hopefully that doesn't mean I need to build more fire stations.
So you build ships like your father. Well, the Queen is in the direst need of ships.
Yes, she is.
Supporting her will go some way to healing the wounds of the past.
A commission for the Royal Fleet, and in such quantity. A rare honor indeed. The weaponry they ask for presents a problem. I'm not even sure we have an iron load, do we?
No, but there's plenty over there. So real quick, because now we can build ships. The only one we can build right now without extra equipment, i.e. weapons, is the schooner. Schooner? Whatever. So I'm not sure how much this is actually gonna go for, but let's build this. And then while that's constructing, looks like we are going to need more people. Because the dockyard takes up 100 workers. So let's look at our population real quick. We need some more workers, and we need them fast. So let's upgrade some of these farmer houses. We have plenty of wood for the moment. This is going to hurt our amount of farmers. That's all right. We can make it work. That's for now. So how many farmhouses do we need? A lot. I need at least 430. So that's 5 houses? Oh yeah, it's 5 houses because it's 10 for every house. do right there. Right there. I know this is actually more houses than I need, but the more the merrier. There we are. Ooh, and another mission right here.
Help yourself, Gav.
Like the gift. They're offering me a gift.
We'll raise a glass to you, Gav.
All right. Now let's look over here. We need to find one more flotsam, whatever.
Ship constructed.
Okay. So our ship is now ready, and we can sell this ship.
Ready for assignment.
Simply go over here. We're just about to get into the positive too, if we're lucky. There we are. That should be more than enough population. Perfect. Okay. Now let's look again at the happiness, because I guarantee it's not what it could be. So we have these guys who are saying they don't have enough schnapps, and I would believe them. All the houses that we built were probably now running a deficit. We're also breaking the game. Okay. Naps. No, we are actually still running a positive. How about everything else? We need more clothes. Yeah. So let's build another clothing. Oh, for clothes we need wool. How's our wool looking? We will need another wool farm as well. So let's go ahead and do that while we have money for it. Keep our farming land over here, I suppose. That makes for the wool. And now we will build one of these. I guess right there will do. Okay, so that will start producing wool. Now, back to our ship.
New orders.
Once your ship is in or near friendly NPC's line of sight, you can sell it. And I actually don't know how much this is going to sell for.
Taking the initiative. Excellent.
2,500 money. And now you have a ship.
Every ship needs a stiff run.
Now he's actually going to send more ships to trade for me as well. But as long as the NPC is friendly... Oh, no. Nope, it's going away. Never mind. But as long as the NPC is friendly, I believe you can keep selling them things. Oh, I just don't have enough timber for it. We do need more farmers. How is our population doing? We have more than enough housing for it. Let's see. Still going positive on everything once we actually have the workforce behind it, so that's fine. Happiness. Happiness is looking just fine. How about needs? We could go for more soap. That will increase, well, see right there, you can see it. For maxing out the soap, we'll not only get 2 workers, but we'll also get 5 coins from it. So if we could start producing some soap, that would be fantastic. I do think we need steel for that. We do. So that's not an option right now. How about our our farmers though? Okay, so you guys need a pub over here as well. These guys in there drinking. Ah. Hold on. You move over. There we are.
With a lark this morning.
And a pub. That'll keep them very happy.
Be worse.
Look at that. Perfect. And I think that should make everyone just about as happy as I can make them. 26 is the maximum currently. Looks like these guys are missing... Oh yeah, soap. So that's going to be 72% until I get soap produced. Let's see. Ooh, I might need to build a couple more houses. I will. Okay. That is fine. Build a couple houses over here. There we are. Okay, so you see we are almost positive now. I do want to see if I can... So I haven't tested if I can actually sell more than one ship during the story mission. I know you can later on. And see, he just bought 500, nearly 500 worth of goods as well. Perfect. While that's waiting, just one last look. I need to keep a special eye on fish and everything else. Yeah, that's looking all right. Okay, well, as long as we have a positive on the farmers, I will leave that alone. Let's build another ship. Now, let's look at iron deposits. Oh, I nearly forgot about the, we're still looking for that. That's right. Go, like, over here. Okay. So let's click on this iron deposits.
I see the iron is beyond our reach. We have no choice but to find a way through the mountain.
That is
Still
there.
have a few sticks of dynamite. We can blow our way through.
My kind of thinking.
Perhaps not refined enough for your sister, but at least your workers can start their dig.
Okay. So this is going to be a little expensive. It does require 20 farmers, 25 timber, 25 brick, and it takes a minute and a half. So we'll start that. We will produce the equipment for it shortly. We'll leave that going. Though because of that, I am going to need to build more houses. No, I won't. I have plenty. So while that's waiting, let's see if we can find that plot Sam. It's got to be somewhere around here. Okay. Now, I want more money. What's that people doing? Feel just about as happy as they can be. And the farmers are also at 100%. That is beautiful. That's what I like to see.
What are you both doing? Demolition is a serious matter wanting proper expertise.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I want to know where
Father
the
used Mr. Ticker on account of his good sense. Go on. I suggest you find him in Bright Sands.
Okay. You have found a suitable weak spot in the mountain, but Hannah will not allow you to fool around with dynamite yourself. While you and the workers prepare the scaffolding on the mountain, your sister wants you to find your father's acquaintance specialized in demolitions.
Ship construction.
You're still living on Edward's Island. Let's send you over to get
Stations.
sold, hopefully. Just keep selling ships, I will. Okay. This might be difficult unless there's a hint for this. Jump 2.
If your father had
That's a sawmill. Oh, is this it? Perfect.
After the picket protests, many fine men left Bright Sands to join you. Then Edvard struck back. He imprisoned all who were close to your father, including my beloved Thomas. My husband and the others were deported to Wormway's prison, and I've heard nothing from him ever since. If you do find him unharmed, prithee tell him his wife yearns for his return.
We are nearing the place your father died. Whatever happens, stay calm.
So there you are, the traitor's children.
How dare you?
Oh, spare me the nauseating drivel. Flogging Queenie's peachy island in the New World to some rebel upstarts? Ha! Traitor is too generous a word.
Father would never have. He was the Queen's stalwart, a member of the Royal Council.
He hung himself in one of my cells. I'd call that a rather conclusive admission of guilt.
We did not come here to be insulted. We came to strike a bargain. The demolition man, Thomas. We want him.
Oh, I vaguely remember him. Stubborn, with a loose mouth, just as innocent as all the others. He is small fry. A bail has been set. Pay every penny of his money, and I will place him immediately at your disposal. I can't think why he'd be worth anything. Everyone here is beyond redemption.
Search for the demolitions expert in the stone pit. The prison governor's island. Okay. Like a marker or something?
Samuel Goods, engineer.
That was probably lucky.
Me. Who's asking?
That's the least I'm due for my suffering.
5,000 coins. Is he worth it?
He is ready for transportation.
Command the prison governor's ship to your islands.
Keep an eye to the horizon for miscreants.
Yeah, off you go. Until a demolitions expert arrives. And then we're still working on that. And I cannot find this last bottle. I have found the last bottle. Okay. Where is my ship? That was actually quite lucky. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, now for you. Can I sell you? I can. Beautiful.
Sir Archibald,
2,500. Give me my money. You also have another quest.
know that any assistance may influence Her Majesty's sphere.
Sure.
Buckaroo!
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, well, let's
Don't try and rock the boat.
pick up the one. Okay, let's see. He's almost there. Be looking on this.
I am the Princess Ching. Please, I am curious about your otherworldly customs.
The princess brings a sense of magic to these shores.
Ah. Your city looks better than mine. Runs her family's subsidiaries in these parts with as steady a hand as she can muster. She'll be glad to interact with you. Just make sure your intentions don't get lost in translation. Okay, so does that mean that opens diplomacy? Yes, it does. We're like neck and neck in like everything. No diplomatic actions. I could flatter. Chance of success, so it's a dice roll. Request trade rights. Ask for a quest.
Oh, he's here. Try to make a good first
Okay, we'll
impression.
get back to that later.
Any friend of father is a friend of ours.
Pick up the... Okay, so back to this. There he is.
So, I'm a commodity now, to be bought and sold.
Yes, you are.
Your father treated me like a human being. I don't know what you're trying to achieve here, but it won't bring Samuel back.
Okay. So we are unlocking more buildings as we go. I do want to continue to keep an eye on our population just to make sure they're doing good.
Mining for Eli. What's the difference?
Coming clean.
Wait, what? What quest? Oh, yes.
Justice served.
Yes, 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 please. I'll gladly take that money. Now let's find us some more floating bottles, I guess. Can I just do what I did before? Is my marker. I don't think we're gonna get as lucky on this one.
Bright Sands will never be matched, if that's what you're set on.
It is not. No warehouse in... Oh, I am a fool. That makes a bit of sense. Now what's your problem? Missing goods? Yeah, because it's going to take time. That could speed up the process.
It's 4 hours in a row. Time to stretch your legs.
Okay. Let's build another ship. And the same, let's set all of these just for the future so that we are selling them. Except for this, I will sell this, but only when it's above 50. Wait, no. That's fine, we can sell that. It's, let's do 10. This one I'm gonna need. There we are. And I definitely want to be selling soap because that is... Well, anyway. Said somewhere at the cost. There it is, 96 gold. So as soon as I can start producing those, the better. I do need weapons, so let's up this. Weapons also go for a decent chunk, 228. So the sooner I can get to producing those, the better. How are we looking? I forgot that I needed to build a warehouse in range, otherwise nothing happens. Okay. Anything? We have to find ourselves floating bottles. And while that's looking... Could go for some more houses.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Are you...
Production has stopped.
I wonder if it has... Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's go to... Shouldn't have a route. Diplomacy. Oh, you have a quest. Let's wait until we are done with this one first. And I should also look at maybe expanding my own.
Ship constructed.
Ship constructed.
Stations.
Again, instead of just keeping the ship. Since it costs 15 gold, it's better just to sell it, in my opinion. As long as you can keep selling it, you'll keep yourself afloat for a while.
Done.
Okay, stage 1 complete. There we go. Okay, now stage
I'm still
2.
waiting for the boom.
Going to require 15 wool, which isn't a problem. We are producing that at a decent enough pace. It's going to require 100 workers, which again, we have plenty. So let's start that up. And then while that is going, let's look at our production real quick, just to make sure we are still well on our way. Yeah, I think everything looks pretty good. Maybe another thing of wool, just so I have it on hand. Because I don't think I have a stockpile of any. Granted, I am selling it, but I'm selling it at like 20, I think. Yeah. Where's that fire? Already on it. That should be fine. Let's build another sheep farm. I didn't plan this very well, did I?
The land can only be farmed if there are enough fields. We must plant them.
I love the smell of dew.
Oh, come on. It doesn't want to build there, apparently. So let's build there. Okay. And the fire is taken care of. Beautiful. That will produce more wool, so we'll be able to get that stopped up. So our ship... I don't know where these bottles are. They wouldn't be on the island, would they? I'm not currently seeing them. We are getting pretty far away as well. Okay. So we're working on that. Could build... No, I can't. Harbor Master's office. Do we have any new... No. All that's still the same. Looks like we're getting pretty close to unlocking that beer as well. At a police station. Yep, keep the money coming, brother. Keep the money coming. I am lost for words. Oh, they're all right there. That's helpful. Where'd my ship go? Go pick up the random bottles that are right next to my town.
Ready for assignment.
You're ready to be
Don't tell
sold
me
is
I've
what you
missed
are.
another appointment.
Ooh, I'm suddenly missing workers. But why? I have the population for it. Or the available housing, I mean. Why are you lot not... I realize this takes workers to do its thing. It's 100 workers. Wow. These guys make me more money anyway, so let's... upgrade. Let's see, I'm at 50. That was 1. There we are. And now, of course, I need more farmers. What else is new? I need about 500, so 5 more. Let's build these. Let's start building out this way. That'll do. Once those houses fill up, that'll fill what we have. Goodness. I know you just got here, but you're already complaining.
The best of what we have.
Let's see, schnapps. Check our production. Oh yeah. All looking pretty good. Okay. So they should be happy, and that'll up our population again. That'll also up how much money we're making. I do love money. You're still missing goods. You're slowly getting it, but just not fast enough. Well, I guess we can speed things up a little bit while we wait.
Ship constructed.
Send our ship over. Be sold again.
I feel it reflects the times.
Review newspaper.
To meet our patron is utterly humbling. If there is anything I can do, anything really, imagine it, and we can do it.
Yeah, sure. You know what? Let's make some money off of you.
Of course, you know what's best.
That's how dangerous this was. I sped up the game without finishing this mission. Turn that in. Where? There we are. That'll give us a little more money, and we are finally positive as well. That is beautiful. We're looking on this. Halfway there. Yeah, so we're finally actually in the green, I think for the first time since this game started. Also good on population. Let's see, the farmers are happy.
Brought some joy.
Yes, it did.
I am quite penetrated by your...
Okay. So our people are happy and well supplied as well. Come on. Ooh, not quite. Hold on, what are you missing? Access to a market. They're not quite close enough. I mean, they're not at... Well, if I start building this way, I'm gonna need a market over here anyway, so let's build another one. Right there should be good. How is our fire watch? Not great, but not terrible. I will need to build another one over here as I start to spread this way, though. One more. We'll go ahead and slow it down. I believe we should be about to get that as well. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so in about a minute, that'll go off. Now let's take a look at you. What do you want?
Perhaps you are a dragon among mortals.
You know, it's a terrible storm. My father sent precious presents to ease my homesickness, but I'm afraid they might have been torn from their course.
Fly
seems easy enough, and she only wants me to grab one. Oh. Oh my. It's way over here. Okay. Find our ship. And off you go on an adventure, I guess. I think it was somewhere over here. Enjoy. Don't get swallowed by an octopus or something.
Done.
Perfect. Okay, now we can do this. Off you go.
Who are all these busybodies? Blowing up rocks can't be that complicated.
A shame you can't appreciate the craft this requires. Never mind. The charges have been primed. The perimeter cleared. We are ready to detonate. Boom.
My apologies. That was indeed impressive. Is there anything dynamite won't solve, I wonder?
Okay, big blast in the mountains secures vital iron load for ambitious good siblings, venturing into warship manufacture for the monarch herself.
Iron into steel, steel into arms, and we shall have fulfilled our first royal commission.
I mean, technically I've been giving them ships already, but we're not gonna argue. Okay, also probably, you know what, I'll keep this for a very good reason. Okay, now we can start building some steel. So let's go to workers. We have steel. Now we have 2. And I believe in order to get actual steel, you need both coal and iron. I believe. I'm not 100% on that. But I do want to have a little bit of both anyways. So let's build... Let's see, I got plenty of resources, plenty of workers for it. So let's build 2 of these. Let's build...
There was a chance while your father still lived.
one of these.
He's dragging it out now he's gone.
What are you saying? Could also start upgrading my roads as well. That'll come later, I'm sure. Okay, now let's build ourselves a warehouse right here. And, for steel. Now we have a blast furnace, which I guess I can build, like, here. Not connected to a oh, that's right. I am actually going to do something a little bit different. Oh, come on. I just want to place a road. There we are. And now we will construct a steel plant there and a steel works. That is massive.
I know Samuel wouldn't have given up.
Okay.
There is no shame in producing weapons if it is in defense of the realm, eldest.
Yeah. Now let's build some weapons. Weapons factory. Build it. That's not great. Let's build it right here. What are you missing? Steel, of course. Okay. Suddenly we're out of workers again. So let's upgrade some more homes. I ran out of timber. Actually, don't know why I'm upgrading. Oh, I guess to forcefully get the population, I need to. And now I'll just have to build a bunch of farmhouses afterwards. Right now, I need more workers for these so I can start producing. And, again, if you remember, this sells for a decent chunk of change. So when above 10, it's 10, but what I really want to sell is the weapons. I don't think I'm doing any of these, but let's go ahead and set this now before I forget. And any excess that we're dealing with, we want to go ahead and get rid of within reason. Okay, I believe I have enough to upgrade again. Beautiful. Okay. And real quick, because I nearly forgot. It's over there. Somewhere over here. Okay. I'll catch up to him eventually, I'm sure. So now I have enough workers, and in fact I have more houses than I actually needed. Now I need to get about 14 farmhouses. Of course, is going to cost. Actually, move this up like that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I know you need roads. Hold on, I'm working on it. Ah. If I could hit the right buttons, I'd be in business. Okay, so let's start building these. Let's get some roads as well. There we are. Did I ever build another ship? I don't have enough timber. I'm not going to for a little while. Let's look at our statistics again. So we are doing all right. The kind of thing could be better, could be worse. But we'll catch up in just a moment. For now, I need to get the workers back so that I have the population to continue funding my people. Did not hit the move button. How are we doing on production? Obviously, we're a little behind right now because of... ooh, we need more snaps. Because of the lack of farmers. Okay, so far so good. Obviously drowning in a couple areas, but could be worse. Could be worse. Maybe at some point I'll go in and reorganize the streets a little bit. I'm not super happy with how that turned out.
Workforce short.
I know, I'm working on it. Hold your horses. Keep forgetting about these. Jump 2. There it is. Perfect. So we'll pick that up. I did not want to do that. Oh, goodness. And once we have that, let's send you back to our friends over here. Who are doing pretty well for themselves. Honestly, probably better than me, but that's alright. Okay, so it's giving me the prompt. You can adjust working conditions. I mean, you can. I'm not going to do that right now, but it is an option. So, like, you can click on Steelworks and say, I want you to produce 10% more at the cost of -2 happiness. Or produce less for more happiness if you're struggling in that direction. Okay, that I believe should be enough to...
Birolomar, I run things around here in me own little way, like.
Okay.
Disregard the cake shop front. Skeletons dangle in Beryl's pantry.
So we have some competition. Good to know. Kind of like your island a little bit more than mine. But we do have the advantage of closer islands here. I do intend to expand, but I kind of want to tap out on what I have here for now. Okay, so I have the population. Now I need to look at... Oh, no, stop. Ah. Let me back up. I have so many people now. Okay, so let's look at first the farmers so that we can get them back up to snuff. Your needs. Not fantastic, and I know why. So the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to build yet another marketplace.
Curiosities come from far and wide. For the more discerning customer.
Wow, and they are actually right across from...
Don't touch.
Okay, I'm sorry. Looks like they're really asking for anything.